Now, a new racing team was launched this week in the British Touring Car Championship, but it's a little bit out of the ordinary this time. The Infiniti Support Our Paras team is a charity team made up partly of former injured servicemen who are with us this morning, team technician Darren Fuller and the driver Richard Hawkins. Very good morning to you. I'll start with you, Darren. We mentioned earlier Help for Heroes and the way a vast amount of money has been raised for injured servicemen, but the difference this time is you're actually getting down and dirty yourselves.
Yeah, we're going to, all the injured paratroopers that form up part of this team are going to run the pit lane and maintain the car for the drivers to make sure they've got the best car out on the track.
How did it come about, Richard? Whose idea was this to get everyone involved? And it's a great idea.
It's a fabulous idea, I agree. And it initially came about with my partner in this business, Derek Palmer Senior. There are two Derek Palmers, I'll hasten to add. One is the other driver with me, and obviously Derek Palmer Senior, who's my partner. He was looking to do something with the Afghanistan Trust charity that he has a friend who's the CEO of, a guy called Colin Smith. They were originally talking about branding the charity on the land speed record car that Derek Palmer builds. Derek and I had been talking about the British Touring Car Championship for some years. He came to me and said, "Rich, what do you think about this?" So I sat down with him over a cup of coffee and we said, well, why don't we take it to the BTCC? The British Touring Car Championship is a repetitive
Is it hard to get a new team in there? Or was it special circumstances given what you're doing here?
It is quite hard to get a new team into the BTCC because they control it. They control the entries with licences and you have to apply to a licence. Fortunately, series coordinator Alan Gow has always maintained that he's kept 2 TOCA licences for a manufacturer-backed entry, which is what we are with Infiniti.
Yeah. Darren, what do you bring? I mean, you're from the services, you've all got expertise in certain areas. Does that kind of cross over into what you're doing in a sporting environment?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in the services ourselves for years between us, and we're used to being a part of a team and working as a team. So we bring that to Infiniti Support Our Paras racing team that we'll just adapt, overcome and get on with whatever job we need to do.
Yeah, but there's specialist skills you've got to learn or not? Yeah,
there's a lot of specialist skills we're going to learn over the next few months, but we're all ready to get down, as you said, get down and dirty and learn what we need to learn to maintain the cars next year on the grid.
Indeed. And what do the Paras boys make of this? Are they right behind you? You're going to be supporting you and going to all the races and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we start with a fan base numbered in the thousands straight away because every member, past and present, of the Parachute Regiment is going to support us from day one. Yeah. I mean, we are doing it for our charity.
Yeah, it's not for profit. So the money is going to, a bit like Help for Heroes, it's going to injured servicemen, is that right?
Yeah, it's the 2 main charities from the Parachute Regiment will amalgamate next year, and they will then be under the name Support Our Paras. Yeah. We will donate any money we make to that charity to help the Parachute Regiment's wounded and injured from all conflicts.
Richard, you've got to do the driving in the new team. Are you going to be competitive? Just explain just briefly. I mean, it's what, 10 meets a season, 30 races, is that right?
That's right, that's exactly right. 30 races, 10 meetings. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a new car, we're a new team, we're 2 new drivers essentially into the BTCC, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to the car and you know, the way the championship operates. But you know, we're expecting to be up there fairly quickly.
I'm sure all the neutrals will be pulling for you. Just want to broaden it a little bit. We saw what happened with Jules Bianchi and the Formula One, the race in Suzuka recently. Safety, is it an issue? I was reading this week that Thruxton, where you race, they've had to change some of their corners for safety reasons. Is it a dangerous sport?
I think motorsport generally is quite dangerous. I mean, yes, there's always disclaimers saying you're here at your own risk. You know, you're well aware of the risks of motorsport. I think the excuse me. I think the incident with Thruxton was fairly unique.
With three guys come off.
You had 3 guys coming off at the same corner. You know, they have luckily Thruxton have agreed to change that corner and you know, change the runoff so that it'll make the sport a lot safer. You know, Chris, to be honest, motorsport is dangerous. You know, it's as safe as it can be. You saw Rob Collard have a tremendous role in his BMW not so long ago. Yeah. And you know, the guy
how
walked away.
How fast do you go, by the way? I mean, Formula One obviously massive cars, but I mean, we recognise your cars because they look like the ones we drive.
Sure.
I mean, how fast do you go?
I actually think in some circuits you get up to about 150 miles an hour, which is you know, yeah, which is fast enough.
Yeah, I think we show you the guys launching the car. I don't know if you're in these pictures, Darren. You in there somewhere?
Yeah, I'm right on the left-hand side, furthest left.
Excellent.
Next to a couple of blokes in the general.
So how many of the guys there have been injured serving their country?
The ones at the front, the 7, you've got the general, and then 3 to the left of him, and the ones at the front on the right-hand side are all the injured servicemen from the Parachute Regiment.
Yeah. And it must be great to reintegrate, and really, I mean, it's fantastic for you, isn't it, really? It's a new lease of life, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. Not only are we doing it for our own charity, we're gaining employment out of this, which is something quite unique for a charity-based team.
Great to see you. Thanks ever so much, guys. Best of luck to you, and
Thank you very much.
let's hope we can make some cars go fast. And you got to drive it, Richard. Thank you very much. Can you do anything, win the title maybe, or get close?
Yeah, I mean, we've got plans to work our way towards the championship success, maybe a couple of years' time. But
Got to go. Thanks ever so much, guys.
Thank you
very much. Best of luck to you both. Just to repeat, Australia 28, New Zealand 29 in the rugby. Fantastic game. More later.